I just wanted to get some more video of this location because if things go according to my terrifying plan, we won't be here much longer. Um, Last couple months have been incredibly rough, uh, financially, physically. Um, and it's been difficult admitting that I can't deal with the maintenance on this property, neither financially nor physically. Um, the heat and humidity for the last 2 weeks until like yesterday, I really have hardly been able to leave the house. So going out and doing yard work is out of the question. Plus, my left hip is kind of buggered, so pushing a lawnmower around, digging up weeds, all that shit. I mean, I don't have the patience for it to begin with, but now it's actually causing me pain. I really don't fucking want to deal with it. And, you know, we can't afford to hire someone to come and do the yard and all that crap. So we've got to sell. And, you know, we're looking at, I guess, about 3 months. Yeah, I mean, we've put in applications to get mom into a home. Assisted living. I mean, she's 77. But she's getting more and more forgetful, and I mean, physically, she can't really get around, even though we don't have any stairs. She gets winded just going from the front of the house to the back of the house, so that's just no good. And there's a place in Oakville that she used to work at. And it's what she's familiar with. That's where she wants to go. We've put in an application to hopefully get her in there on the 1st of October. As for where I am going to go, well, that's not entirely certain either. The plan is, maybe I should actually talk to you. The plan is for me to get a motorhome, a small one, very. Class C seems to make the most sense. The Class B, like camper vans, are just too cramped and really, really expensive. More expensive than a larger Class C, which I don't quite understand, but there you go. I guess it's because there's more involved in making the conversions and insulating it, etc. So there's that. But anyways, a Class C around 25 foot, brand new, is 130 grand, plus taxes and fees and whatever, and licensing and all that crap. But I mean, it's worth it in the long run because that's going to be my home. That's going to be home for me and Bandit, and we are going to travel I mean, we're going to go across Canada. We're essentially going to do Van Life Canada. Thank you, The Fine Print. I am going to watch all of your videos again and get some hints, tips from that. Bandit, you can't go there. Damn you. Silly puppy. He's got himself completely tangled here. We gotta go under this. Under this, around this. Bandit. Oh, crap. Yeah, he is tangled here. There we go. We're undone. Problem is I have him actually hooked to my belt. I don't know if you were actually able to see that, but yeah, there you go. That's where Bandit's hooked up to. And there's my camera case. And what the hell did I do with my glasses? I kind of need to put them back on. Because I can see the camera screen, but I can't really see anything else, which defeats the purpose of being out here, is to actually see what's going on. Because this is unfortunately what I'm leaving. But that said, I have travel-wise. Bandit, you're all tangled. Give me a sec. Anyways, as far as traveling goes, I have been to the west coast of Mexico. I've been in North America. I've been as far west as Boulder, Colorado. I've flown over some of the western states to get to Mexico, obviously. Bandit, come here. You're all tangled. Come here. Gotta get this. Oh. Oh. That's how you're tangled. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so I've flown over the western states to get to Mexico, Puerto Vallarta. But I have never been west of Windsor, Ontario, in Canada. My own freaking country, and I've done more traveling distance-wise outside of the country. And there is a lot of Canada I would like to see before I can't, before I physically can't. And before Bandit is too old to go with me or to enjoy it with me. I have family in Edmonton. At least last I heard, that's where they were. And I have family in BC, my Aunt Carol. So ultimately, the destination is to go visit Aunt Carol. But I'm planning on it taking probably at least a couple months to get there. I'm going to see if I can track down my family in Edmonton. I'm going to go through Calgary and then up to Edmonton. Visit all the paleontology museums, the dinosaur museums in Alberta is one of the things I really want to see. And I'll have to figure out exactly where they dug all that stuff up and go visit that as well. I would really like to do that. double check that I'm actually recording because I can barely see the screen. And yeah, this is going to be really shaky. I'm sorry. I should have. Well, I can't afford to buy a stabilizer yet of any sort, a gimbal. And I am going to buy, once the house is sold, I'll get a better camera as well. Because this little $200 jobby is a piece of crap, really. So, yeah. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of Canada that I have never seen except on TV. I've never seen the Rockies, you know. I have been to the East Coast when I was much younger. When I was in my 20s, I did a road trip to Halifax to check out the university there with a friend. But yeah, I mean, basically, in the last 20 years, I really haven't done any traveling. I'm not even sure I've been down to the States in the past 20 years. And, well, I mean, there's a couple reasons that I probably will not visit the U.S. For one, I don't trust that the border crossings, no matter how much paperwork I have, no matter how many immunizations I get for Bandit, I don't trust that they'll let me back and forth with them. Because no matter how careful I am, no matter how many resources I look at to tell me what's needed, I'm going to miss something, or something's not going to be said until it's too late. So while Bandit is traveling with me, I'm not entering the U.S. And I mean, even the last time I drove into the U.S., it was in my brand new Toyota Echo, and it got keyed because it had an Ontario license plate. So, I just don't need anything getting damaged and destroyed for no reason. Yes, of course, that could possibly happen in Canada, but honestly, it's far less likely. I should probably get my passport renewed anyways, because you never know. At some point... Oh, Bandit, get out of there. Bandit, come on back. No, you're all tangled. You're all tangled. You're not supposed to go under these things. There. That's very dead, so we can just get that out of the way. All right, come on, bud. Yeah, you're being a problem child. Come on. Yes, great adventure. We'll have more adventures elsewhere. What is that on your head? Just flowers. Okay. I don't think any of that is living. So, yeah. I am not used to using a camera. But I have to get used to it. Because obviously I am going to vlog. I hate that word, vlog. I'm going to record and share as much of my trip as I possibly can. Because I am going to be in a motorhome. So I'm going to be going to... I won't be staying at hotels unless I desperately need something. But the motorhome I'm looking at. Has the built-in shower, has the bathroom, has a generator, has solar panel on top of it. I can get an extra battery. Though I don't really, well, I mean, any of the camps that I park at are going to have tie-ins that I can plug into. All the road stops will probably have places that I can plug into. Yeah, 100-watt solar panel on the roof, and batteries, plus, of course, the gas generator, propane cooking, little 12-volt fridge, microwave. I'll buy a little Coleman barbecue, fold-up barbecue to use. The nice thing about the camper that I'm looking at, the motorhome, is that I can use the propane from the camper to run a barbecue. It's got an external tie-in for that. Little 32-inch 12-volt TV. At least I think it's a 12-volt. I've got my 50-inch 4K TV, but that's not going to make sense in a motorhome. I don't think I'd be able to mount it anywhere, and it's unnecessary. So yeah, I mean, unnecessary is going to be the key word for the next couple months. Is, am I going to be able to fit it in the motorhome? Do I really need it? I mean, I'm thinking like 90% of what I have right now, I don't need, and I'm not going to need. I mean, we've got a locker that's already full of old furniture that I thought I was going to use. But obviously not. I mean, oh, Bandit, what are you eating? That better not be goose shit again. I don't know why, but he's gotten a taste for goose shit. Yeah, you don't need to be looking at me. You need to look at Bandit and the lake. And yeah. So yeah, where was I? What I don't need. Almost everything I don't need. And I won't need. I just got to pare it down. If I haven't worn it in the last 6 months, I don't need it. If I haven't used it in the last 6 months, I don't need it. I've got tons of power tools. I might. No, I probably will keep the chainsaw, just because, that's the kind of thing I might actually need when I'm out and about. You dumbass! I didn't want to go through there. Get me all tangled up, making me go through the tall stuff where the ticks live. I am going to have to get him immunized for everything. He'll have to get his full shots, because Lord knows where we'll end up, or what nasties might be around. Around here we get him the shot for parvo just because he drinks out of the lake. But, got to make sure he's up to date on his rabies and everything else, because, We'll be in national parks. We'll be out in the forests. We'll be around things that he's never seen before. If I get up into northern BC, I don't know. Well, I might do the territories next summer. There's no way I'm going to get up to the Northwest Territories or the Yukon or Nunavut this year. We'll go across the southern provinces this year, the prairies. And loop back around, or we'll head up to the Northern Territories next year. We'll see what's going on. Because I don't want to be in the Northern Territories when it hits full winter. I'm not any ice road trucker. I would never claim to be. So I will winter back down here in Ontario. Or maybe on the West Coast. I haven't really figured that out yet. But I'm guessing like next year I will head back out to the East Coast. Now, I don't have any family out that way, but I'm sure there are people online that I can visit with. Go up through Newfoundland, Labrador. Then up to Nunavut and across to Northwest Territories, Yukon. Bandit, come on. You're going to get stuck on shit in there. That's not a good place to be. I don't even know what lives in there. Come on. No, dude, this way. I'm just kind of rambling now, I think. I'm going to miss this. I really am. Been here 13 years. And this is where Jenny grew up and passed away. She spent her whole life here. But, the scenery, I didn't take advantage of it as much as I could have, should have. I did a lot more during the summers when Jenny was alive because she loved to come down to the lake and, she would just sit in it. She didn't even need to really go for a swim or go for a walk. She just wanted to sit in the lake and cool off. So, let's see if we can get a good shot of the turkey vultures over here. I wish I had a steadier hand. So, yeah. Past couple years, 2-3 years, summers have just been too hot. We've gotten like 2 weeks in the spring, maybe a couple weeks in the fall when it was tolerable out here. Yesterday and today have been like I said, the least bad days in the past month, probably. days that we can actually be outside without suffocating. Um, my mother and I are both asthmatic, so the heat and humidity just kill us. And which means around here lately, it's been impossible. And you can't even sit outside. Never mind. I don't even know if you can see those. I can't see the screen. Oops. So if you can't even go outside and enjoy it, you can only sit behind a window and look outside. And that's kind of no good. So it's just not worth the expense and the time and energy to maintain that house. For like a couple months out of the year that you can actually get out and enjoy it. I know that's still going to be a problem as I travel, but I'm hoping it's less of a problem as I head north. I mean, I might winter. Oop, don't roll in anything. Beat you up. I don't know what that was, but don't roll in it. Oh, there's some geese. Don't know if you can see them. So bright, I can't see the screen. Band-Aid. Oh, you're really wrapping me up here. There we go. Ramble, ramble, ramble. I should probably get the tripod and wander a bit. I mean, everything's kind of up in the air as to exactly where I go, but once I've got the motorhome, it doesn't really matter. At least I don't think it does. It does. Good luck, Bandit. Yeah, you can't catch the birds. Now I go come down this way back into Oakville to visit, but I don't think I need to live here anymore. I definitely don't need to live here anymore. Oh, shit, almost dropped my... Did drop my phone, damn it. Ooh, I don't think it broke. No. Delete. Cancel. Let's try that again. Phone unavailable. Try again in 14 minutes. Didn't forget my password. Wow, that did not break. Whew. 3 feet right onto this stone. Landed on the corner. So that's good. Not that that phone can actually connect to anything right now except my home internet. I mean, that's what has really prompted this, is I mean, my phone has been disconnected because I haven't been able to pay it for 3 months, 4 months. I think I am behind. Um, we lost our internet for a few days. Had to borrow $300 to get it back. Um, expenses have just gone. No, don't roll in bird shit. Expenses have just gone up way too much, and yeah, we're losing services. We're by the end of the month, we're practically starving. Um, I mean, we always make sure we've got food for the pets and treats, but yeah, by the end of the month, I'm living on Kraft Dinner, and not feeling well because there's absolutely no nutrition in that. I mean, even water, we have to get water delivered, and the same quantity in the last 4 years has gone from $80 up to $130, which is, I mean, I do understand it. These guys have got to eat too, but that's ridiculous.